me, and I wanted to share it with Some-Antics because I've had a lot of support from everyone here. So, firstly, big thank you for having me. Secondly, thank you to Sammy because the first time I ever performed, Sammy was actually featuring in Kettering, and he pulled me aside. He was like, "Oh yeah, you're cool," like telling me that I was doing all right. And here I still am. So obviously you said something right. So this is the first time. It's called English Weather Complaints, and I was just really moody at the world, so I always think I make the best poetry. The clouds, the rain, the water and the skies. The animals are migrating, they're moving inside. The rivers are overflowing due to the thunder and the lightning. The downpour of rain is soaking the world, but affecting nothing. I dislike that complaints run strong around this natural task. The flowers are bathing luxuriously whilst you're running and whimpering with your complaints. I fear you are uneducated with Mother Nature's gift, for the rain that surrounds us is making you miss. Here's a lesson. The water is needed. The nature prays for it, rivers live for it, the droughts are avoided. I beg for it, so should you. So the next time it rains, thank it. Thank everything. Thank Mother Nature. Thank you. The second one is, it was written in a field with a chocolate cake all to myself. And it sounds really sad, but everyone was like out drinking. It was like when I was at college, and I was just sat in a field with a chocolate cake. So I know what I'm doing, obviously. And this is windy weather. Some people dislike the wind, the fresh air blowing Mother Nature into you like it's crying out to be noticed. It's begging you to just stop. Take a deep breath and appreciate Mother Nature. The green specks of grass dancing in the air, the daisy chains on display. The slight breeze blowing through your hair, picking up your baggy clothes and allowing for fresh air. The grass, a soft landing. You lay daffodils surrounding whilst you sing of happy days. This next one is probably my shortest poem, and if you've been to Some-Antics before, you know that I tend to have short poems, and there's a few reasons for that. Mainly because, you know, they're short and you want to get the point across. You don't want it to get lost in transmission. But also, I'm really sick of my own voice, which is really bad for a poet. But, you know, we move. It's fine. So this is Blinding Burning Bright. Shining through the window, it shines on the grass, it shines on the road, and it shines in the park. It's so powerful, it blinds you because it's the brightest light on earth. We depend on it, like one another. Like a brother or a daughter, a father or a son, a mother or a sister, an auntie or the son. There is a little bit of routine with these poems. It's sort of like my little journey on poetry. So the ones that I'm reading at the moment, they're sort of in order, sort of not. But the next one I wrote during COVID, and basically, I don't know about you guys, but I really struggled to write. Did anyone else struggle to write? No, just me. Cool. Yeah. So basically, I had no inspiration. My mental health was pretty shit, and I was like really, really horny because I was like stuck in a room, and you can't write when you're horny. Like, sorry, it's true. So yeah, some of my enjoyment was actually just going shopping, like going to Tesco, grabbing your necessities until winter hit you, and then there was just nothing fun. Like, that was it. The only enjoyment was like breakfast. Like, that was it. So I wrote, "Don't smile, you'll get sensitive teeth." And this is it. Leaving your home during winter is a bigger shock to the system than a cold shower. Sharp inhales of a frosty dagger, the fingers twitching before becoming a cold, rigid number. The first 3 minutes is full of fucking shits and regrets. Plastic bags clinging to the skin, it's cutting off circulation from your hands within. Tucking your chin and your mouth and your nose behind the scarf that your grandma chose. Your spine curving around with every shiver it will shrink. Eyes watering every time you blink. Bless you. Arriving home, but suddenly burning up. It's a race against time before you turn into mush. Your coat is an oven, and you're almost cooked. Fumbling to throw the coat on the hook, you're sitting down, all in a hot flush, until the next time you go out, all in a rush. Anyone play Sims? Anyone play Sims?
Yes.
Right, I'm not the only one with no life. So basically, this is called plus 100. I can't even speak. Plus 100 lifetime happiness, and it's like a little subtle nod at The Sims, but it's nothing to do with The Sims. I couldn't think of a title name, so that's it really. Halfway through this, well, at the beginning of this, I mentioned like about the new year and how you can just have a new year in the middle of nowhere. You can choose when your new year starts. You can choose what the time is if you want to. And I don't think people do enough. I think everyone just follows it step by step. Just have a new year start in November. Why not? And this is what this is about. Just choose whatever the fuck you want to do.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year! He gets it. So this is plus 100 lifetime happiness. New year, new me. But it's mid-November and I wrote the calendar. I'm floating on a cloud, but I'm drowning in water. Goosebumps greet me as I peer into a mirror. I'm crying while smiling because everything's become clearer. This may sound stupid, but I think I've found nirvana. This is what you're gifted, but only good karma. My friend's written in my book. This lecture is called Generation A to Z, and I think it's actually really funny because I don't actually know what generation I'm part of. I know there's always like wars between like Generation Z, Generation 73 or whatever, and it's just like, you're all the same anyway, so just like, there's no need to fight. This poem applies to everyone, just like, I can't be bothered with generations, so this is for everyone that I don't like. Hate speech, sorry. This is Generation A to Z. This is a generation of the loss of concentration. Drinking booze at any sign of a celebration. Strangers bombard me with pictures of pathetic erections, questioning captions of attraction. Self-love is at a risk of eviction. They question but don't have time for an explanation. So if they ask, are you okay? Say that you're fine to save the eruption, because any interaction that's longer than a fraction is way too much emotion for them. There's 3 more, so that's 3 minutes left, maximum. Don't worry, guys. I can see you powering on. You got this. It's probably the heat, not my phones. It's whatever, it's fine. This one is like complete hate speech to all the bullies at school. Not because they made me feel shit about myself, but because they actually have bigger tits than me. So this goes out to them. This is called Acne Craters Caved in on Pubescent Skin, and it's a big fuck you to that. So, here we go. Girls at school would be covered in the thickest layer of orange, conscious that their anxiety habits of picking would peek through the pound concealer. But this is no Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Fuck. This is Georgia and Zara and Molly, comparing the sizes of their breasts in the changing rooms. Egging on the asthma from the Victoria's Secret perfume that's been sprayed 37 times to hide the scent of the boys who played rugby 73 minutes ago. This is a young me getting changed in the toilets because I was undeveloped underneath a white vest, not a bra. My Nokia 100 displayed a snake winding round a square screen. Their BBM pins were swapped on scribbled notes with multicolored hearts and kisses next to their average names, boasting about the boy bands they met and how Harry or Niall or Zane hugs them and oh, how they'd never wash again. I backcombed my hair and slipped my leather jacket just to be called the great things. Do any of you buy books? Cool. You might relate to this. It's sort of comparing buying a book to sex. It's just brilliant. I love it. But also, I just think it's like really relatable when you buy a book. You know, you don't need one, but we all do it. You're like, I've got like 73 books that I just bought for the sake of it. So you get it? Okay. This is a fresh new book. Fingertips caressing a brand new book, slowly teasing the cover away like it's a striptease. This very normal moment of buying a new book feels like a naughty secret. You have books at home that plead and beg to be read, but this new book, it has a spine that caves in under its touch. Peeling that front cover back and inhaling its intoxicating, addictive scent. But that fresh new book isn't as sexy as you get at home. Opening its pages on a freshly made bed and reading every word of the first page, but you will never finish. The build-up no longer builds up. It's not you, it's me of short-lived love. And the cycle, it begins again. So, I've loved being here, but unfortunately this is my final poem. It's called Future Plans, and I think it's pretty fitting. I think it's quite something nice. I can't speak. It's nice for something to end on with the name Future Plans. Also, can we just I've written notes in here on what I'm going to touch on, and I've ignored every single note. It's fine. What have I even put in here? Yeah, it's just crap. So basically, you can buy my book if you want to, and this is the last poem. I've got a card machine.
Is that the title of the poem?
This is called Future Plans. What would you like to do after uni? I'm sick and tired of hearing that shit. Because why should I wait till I get a bit of paper to start achieving the dreams of my life? I'm a writer. I always have been and I always will be. Not some trophy wife. I can have every job in the world if I choose. I buy myself flowers and go on dates alone because fuck stereotypes. Being a writer is the greatest excuse. Sorry, I can't quite make it to your neighbour's sister's dog's birthday. Because I'm a writer. And this best-selling book won't write itself. Thank you.